Streaming.
Are we talking immediately after the detonation or like
May 7th,
a week later?
2026.
You were always so technical. Arthur's live. What?
Someone's got to be around here.
What?
And we're live! Sorry, I couldn't do it.
Welcome to the Sports Feed.
There it is.
God.
There it
Show where
is.
just like you, we
You're
can't
just
get
like
enough
us.
sports.
Look at that.
You can't get enough awkward silences.
Right out of the gate.
He's like, I can't do it. Welcome to the show.
We're the sports fiends, and we need to fill the silence.
Let me out of this room.
You still see it?
What?
You still see it?
See what?
I can see it.
We have a good time.
What are we doing here?
Catch us
We're
later.
fiending.
Arthur Knight,
Definitely fiending.
Yeah.
Ryan and Mark.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
I'm never ready. Are you kidding me?
Whenever you're not ready.
We're never professional here on the Sports Fiend Show. Welcome to the show. I am Arthur Knight, and with me today is Mr. Ryan Lagan and Mr. Mark Perez,
All right.
also known as Sports Daddy.
Sports Daddy. Coming in hot tonight. That's right. We're going to sports it up.
All
That's
right.
what's up, Sports Daddy, brought to you by, coming to you live. Ooh, my mic went down. Maybe I was
you
too
were
loud.
screaming.
I was loud.
You were clipping.
I was clipping.
Generally,
Oh,
always
see?
clipping.
I need a signal to do that in the show when he's saying some Jalen Waddle take that we need to turn down a little bit.
Just turn his mic off. They can hear him in my mic.
It's loud enough through the other ones.
Peaking red.
All right. Anyway, all right. Let me just back up. Maybe I'll just back up for Vinny. All right. We're coming to you live from So High Studios, Denver, Colorado, and we're being brought to you by iEnvy Vision. iEnvy Vision is devoted to offering affordable and fashionable eyewear. iEnvy Vision are your eye care advocates. Their goal is to provide all with education and awareness needed to make an informed decision about your vision and health. Excuse me. They are located off of Alameda and Buckley in Aurora, Colorado, but you can call today at 720-762-4290 or book online at ienvyvision.com. They take most medical insurance and Medicaid, so call or book today, 720-762-4290 or ienvyvision.com. That's 720-762-4290 or ienvyvision.com. iEnvyVision, we see you. And tell them you saw it here on the Sports Fiends with the Z's. All right. Oh, my goodness. I took a big drink of a soda before we started, and I'm just going to waft that.
Professionally as always.
Look at all that green in there today.
Yeah.
Basking in the
There it
ambience.
I was gonna say, you saw it. We both got the holes through the torso going on today. It's great.
I know.
I love it.
I mean,
I didn't plan on being here, man.
That's-
I think Arthur should wear the green shirt. and you
That's
guys
the
would be
hole in
set.
our hearts when Mike isn't here.
oh, it's a hole in my heart. Because the Nuggets are not playing
Oh, that's
basketball.
right. Yeah, and the Celtics.
That was that. That deserved that drop.
It's so depressing. I didn't watch any sports until Game 7 of the Raptors series. So it
Oh,
took a
there's
couple
still
days.
basketball on?
Game
There's
6
still-
was the good
there's
one
still
there.
basketball on.
There's still basketball on.
I actually
is.
sharing that. I haven't watched too much basketball. I'm a basketball junkie, man. It's so hard for me not to watch basketball.
I've been keeping up with it, but just not.
I liked seeing the Lakers lose.
I do too.
I've been doing what Vinny
More
does.
than the Thunder?
Like for the last 4 to 2 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Tune in the
Check
last
this
2 minutes,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
Greatest.
I've only hate the
greatest
Thunder
thing.
for like 5 minutes. The Lakers I have hated for 30 years.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even hate the Lakers anymore. I just feel bad for them. It's kind of pathetic, don't you think?
I don't know. They're in the second round and our teams aren't.
Yeah,
so.
right. Yeah, I don't see anything pathetic about that.
They're
I see
Okay.
pathetic. I see first round exit pathetic.
Yeah,
not good.
that
Yeah.
hurts. And the Nuggets and the Celtics
It's not
fall in
good.
the first round, man.
No, there was some chokers on the last. I won't tell my joke about the
about chokers?
about the real estate agent.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Normally, I'm all
let's
in to
pin
hop
that.
in on the Lakers,
Realist-
though.
Let's pin that. Let's table that, Vinny, and
Okay.
we'll talk about that
Real
off
estate
camera
agent
before
walks
we-
into a bar.
Whoa.
Let's talk about that joke before we say it live on air.
We got to pre-screen him.
All right. So, I mean, we're all fans here, but you're obviously a Celtics fan. Boo.
I was rooting for you too, Ryan.
So was I. That was like my
appreciate it.
team. That was my team, and then they
I
lost.
thought they were both going all the way.
You know,
I wasn't
that's-
going to go that far, but
That's
I
why
was watching
we
them.
that's why we dropped Game 7. You know, we would have just felt bad, like with the Nuggets losing. If all we had to talk about was the Celtics, you know, like that wouldn't have been right. So
No,
it was
no.
a solidarity.
I mean, as in,
sure.
those are the teams that all of us chose to go. Were the Nuggets in Boston, and they both lost in the first round.
well, I chose the Thunder to be fair, but okay.
I could have swore you.
You go
Oh no, that's right. You did. You
There
did
it
chose the
choose
Thunder,
You did.
but
Yeah.
he was going to root for us.
I puked in my mouth a little bit, but I chose them.
I remember that
So,
now.
yeah.
Yes, I
Right.
recall.
I literally I had like one of the, you know, like,
You had to hold it back and
Right.
hold it in, right?
right,
All right. Well, don't hold back on this question. Does
nice.
your team need an overhaul, a new coach, or just run it back because of the injuries and?
Man, well, I mean, I'm always going to be hesitant to take one of the Coach of the Year finalists and say, kick him out of town because of round one.
The Nuggets have fired a Coach of the Year.
That's fair. Well, yeah, I mean, a couple years removed. I mean, the Raptors did that, right? And the Pistons, right? I mean, it's happened for sure, but
Hell, Milwaukee fired theirs mid-season and then hired another guy.
Right. No, I think we need some changes, but I'm not ready to trade Tatum or Brown or fire Missoula at this point.
What about your bench?
Well, here's the thing. Like Vucevic's contract is expiring anyway. We got to look at potentially some extensions for Kada and for I think Pritchard as well. I think they have team options on both of them though, so we could kind of run it back on the cheap next year if we want to go all in. But I mean, we need more front court depth. I think that was clear. Like Kada is great, and I think he overall held up against Embiid, except for when he was racking up fouls, and he just couldn't stop from fouling. And then
That's hard to do against Embiid. He's a foul baiter too.
No, I know he's definitely. I mean, you heard it from Jalen, right? He's definitely a foul baiter. It's tough. It's tough to watch a 400-pound guy, flop around like a fish when Pritchard bumps into him going for a loose ball.
Who's like 4'11"? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, like, what? He's like what, 6'2" or something? But
in
like
comparison,
what? Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I don't mean to be disrespectful because that man's taller than me.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But like that's what the NBA rewards, so that's what people are gonna do. I get it, But yeah, no, I think obviously we've seen over the course of the last few years with the Celtics team, like when you are so heavily reliant on 3-pointers, that's gonna get you 50-something wins per year because of the shot quality. But it's hard to go an entire postseason without having a stretch of 2 or 3 games that you go cold, All
right, so are you standing pat then? You say just ride it out? Maybe a couple of tweaks here or there, but ride it out?
Well, no, we got some money to spend, man. I mean, Vucevic's $20+ million contract is off the books. We were below the salary cap coming into the year, so we don't have any, penalties or anything like that. I want to see him be aggressive this offseason, 100%, but I think they can be.
Doesn't he have an extension coming up though? Or did they just extend him?
He's signed for the next few years, but he's eligible for an additional extension or what have you. So I mean, it's not going to change the money for the next couple years, though, is my understanding. He's already making 50-something million a year, right? So to me, you don't have to touch Tatum or Brown, or really even a lot of Derek White, is signed. Like Pritchard, is currently signed. Kada, you can give him the team option or whatever. And then maybe go for a bigger fish. I don't know if that's a trade or a free agent signing or what. Okay. But you got to do something, 100%. But you don't have to break up the core to do it if you're the Celtics this offseason, which is nice.
All right, Mr. Perez, same question. Do the Nuggets need a roster overhaul? New coach?
I mean, obviously they're going to roll with Edelman, and I just don't think that was. I don't know how much of that was the problem. Yeah,
they are.
Oh yeah, they're rolling with Edelman. Yep.
Feels like every talking head in Denver is calling for his head on a spike. But
yeah, that's just what happens.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, that's what we do here. Come on, man.
And you lose, and the pitchforks and lanterns come out, bro.
Yeah, I think
if you're at the gate.
I think when Michael Malone got fired, that just kind of broke everyone's brain. They're like, yeah, let's just if they don't do it, let's go.
Chop 'em.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
because
it's weird, right?
everybody's like, it's Jokic's window, and you had a key
Right.
to the Ferrari, and
Sure.
you crashed
Right.
it. Da 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 da.
You
But
know,
anyway,
I do like to say that this breaks your whole theory of if you get 10 wins.
man,
You know what I mean? Right?
it kills it.
It totally kills it, dude. I've been thinking
I
about
mean, it
that
says
for the past
it
couple
says
weeks.
it. I never said that you will. It just says that you have the
It
potential
proves.
to.
Yes, exactly.
You have the potential to, but you also have to show up in a series. So
If you get 10 wins, what's the theory?
if you can get to anything like 10 to 12 wins within a season, a regular season, that you're a contending team for the championship.
win streak. I see
Yes.
what you're saying. Okay.
In the
got
regular
it.
season,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you can
sure.
string together a 10-plus win streak, you can contend for the title. It's
Sure.
only 16 games.
Or a
Like,
first round exit.
well, I mean,
It was almost like it was bad timing. Like they got the win streak right at the end of the regular season, and then it was just like, oh well, eventually you're gonna get a little bit colder than that. You're gonna regress to the mean, you know.
right?
But
But anyways,
Anyways, yeah.
Sorry.
So no, it's gonna be
Mark Stark sparked a whole other
No,
conversation.
I know. I'm sorry. I had to because I've been wanting to say it for the past couple of weeks.
You could have
But
texted me.
I know. Anyways, it's gonna be a roster overhaul, and it's gonna be. It's gonna be
How far? How
What do they
deep?
do?
You know, I don't know, man. I don't know exactly, but
do they flip the Jamal switch?
I don't know how good I feel about Aaron Gordon. You know what I mean?
What do you get for Gordon?
You know what I mean? But I don't know.
I said about 2 months ago to trade Aaron Gordon, and y'all looked at me like I was crazy.
Because I thought he still had a little bit left in the tank, and I thought it was still going to happen, but it just didn't.
Do you feel
a
like
bummer.
AG's stock is like it's like a sell low kind of don't sell right now mindset
Yo,
though?
I don't know who would even. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm just real bad.
we're-
at this
we're
stuff
stuck with him.
anyways.
We're
Yeah,
stuck with
we're
him.
stuck with him. I think.
We're stuck with him, and I'm okay with it as long as the Nuggets can figure out a way to restructure his contract, figure out a way to sign P-Watt, and extend Cam. I don't know how they're going to do that. The only way to do that is to trade Maul, which I'm not a fan of either. But he did kind of disappear in this, you know.
he's coming off all NBA though. That's the opposite
I
as
know,
far as
that's-
like
Yeah,
the sell
but no,
high.
So all he did though is flip his seasons. To be honest with you, like in the regular season where the Denver Nuggets won the championship, he didn't play very well.
I think there's
until
something
the playoffs.
I think that there's something to be said about how much injury ran through the Nuggets and how much he held up the ship while people were out.
That's
You know what
fair.
I mean? Because he was pretty much the only guy.
So who
that
are your
was-
off limits players then? Who are on the Denver Nuggets? Who are the chess pieces that you do not remove from the board?
Definitely not.
Well,
Nikola
okay,
Jokic.
That's
besides Jokic.
it.
Because Jokic, okay,
That's it. We're done.
list is over. We needed one line. Jokic, everybody else can go.
Okay, Jokic.
I mean, I'll take a
don't
call on everyone else. I'm not saying they can. I'm forcing them all out, but you got to listen,
yeah,
right?
and from what I hear so far, that is the mentality of the club right
Yeah.
now. That they are taking
Well, they're
calls on
entertaining
anyone.
phone calls.
Yeah, they're taking calls on anyone that is not Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
So you're saying clear the whole bench, even Spence Jones.
I mean, I'm just not a really good money guy. I don't exactly know we're already up against the second apron as far as I understand. Is this correct?
I mean,
Arthur?
not necessarily. I mean, they're pretty close. The fact that Jamal did,
do All-Star and do
yes,
yeah,
that
like-
he added that to the resume does change a little bit because
Some kickers.
he has 2 more years left, if I recall correctly, on his last max deal that he signed.
Isn't it 3? Didn't he sign a 4-year last
it could be
offseason?
3. It could
Yeah.
be 3. It could be 3.
There's-
But regardless, that would extend him to 7 years out or 6.
There's
going to
have to be some massive soul searching here because we've
they
been
attacked
really,
him. They attacked him. The
Jamal,
Minnesota
yeah.
Timberwolves.
That's I mean, he just the length
And
the
Jokic.
the length and the peskiness. You could tell Jamal was working all year long to try and get around that full court defense that Jaden.
Every team
Yeah.
implements against him.
Well, that's what I was going to ask is how much of that series you think is Jamal not playing well and how much is just a bad matchup with, Jaden McDaniels. And I mean,
Well, he let
does that
Jaden
justify it?
to me it seemed like he let Jaden get in his head. And then on top of that, they were attacking him. So his plus minus was all over the place.
Jamal's the heart of the team, but he's also prone to like emotional abuse from the other team.
And what
I mean?
happens when
Like,
your heart stops, Mark?
right? It's not good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you disappear.
Didn't
Even-
Christian Brown make some comments about how he's like the vocal leader of the team and like, he needed to do a better job of it or something?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I did hear that, and people criticize him for that. That's really, I thought that was weird. I don't know.
I mean, the take
Well-
that I was hearing from
It's
like,
news to me that he was any kind of voice on the team.
well,
like that,
right
you know
on
what
the
I mean?
on the outside looking in, yeah. Apparently, the people that cover it were like vouching for what that is. But like, what does that say about that locker room when you're, what is it, your fifth best player at best?
Well, what I did like is in Game 6. Now it worked to a certain extent, but the Nuggets didn't have enough heart to finish out that game or that series. They just didn't. But I did like when they brought Jones, not Spence Jones, but
Tyrus.
Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones. Thank you. I liked when they had him run the point and then put Murray at the 2. I could see that being a change. Keep Murray, keep Jokic, move Murray to the 2. Don't have him ball heavy. Have somebody else bring the ball up that's not AG, because you're overextending AG. And Bruce Brown comes off the bench, so he doesn't start. So I think the Broncos, the Denver Nuggets actually need a point guard, and Murray needs to go to his natural position, which is the 2.
Isn't that an even bigger defensive liability in that kind of lineup, though? Because, all year long you had the best offense in the league, and the defense was the glaring hole. And then, obviously, in that Minnesota series, the offense, wasn't there. Defense was never going to be able to pick up the slack. But,
Yeah.
what lineups are you defending with? Because Tyus Jones is even smaller than Jamal, isn't he?
No. I'm not saying use him. I'm saying that they need a point guard.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Because when he brought the ball up, it was a much easier. He brought the ball up, got the ball to Jokic. Jokic got the ball to Murray. That seemed a little more fluid than Murray having to fight 6 seconds to get across.
But so you want to promote from within, or do you want to bring in someone? You know what I mean?
That's
like
why I was asking
Jalen
y'all.
Pickett,
You
Jalen Pickett.
guys are blowing up the roster.
Yeah.
I don't.
So how do I promote from within if we're blowing up the roster and we're getting rid of everybody?
I need more
I don't
two-way.
understand why Adelman didn't utilize Pickett a lot more. He did a Malone thing. He went with a veteran as opposed to the guy that's been on the team all year and actually did show that he could do it. And I think that switch up might have helped them a little bit, but I don't get paid to be the Denver Nuggets head coach. I'm kind of waiting on the press conference that they're supposed to have tomorrow with the ownership and Adelman. I know they're probably not going to say much of I was about to cuss, but for the most part, I would like to see their demeanor, their mood. Are they going to try to spin what we just saw? Because that was a major implosion. Like a major implosion. The number one offense in the league. Now I understand in the playoffs offense dips, but if you're averaging about 125 plus a game, you should in the playoffs averaging probably about 110, 105, give or take. They didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. And I don't want to blame coaching. I don't want to blame the players. I want to blame both.
You want to blame everybody.
I
do.
It's weird.
It's both. Coaches didn't have them prepared, and the players didn't make themselves prepared for what they needed to do.
Yeah, it's more than just the matchup, I think, 100%. I mean, I don't just to think about the scale of what we're talking about. I mean, what did they say? They had 2 games all regular season that they didn't get triple-digit points, or 3 games or something like that. And then they did that in this series alone, or surpassed it. That's more than a bad matchup. That's something went very wrong with the different play style. And yeah, they weren't obviously prepared for what was thrown at them. I don't know. Do you think Chris Finch had just the right levers and had all the answers for everything Adelman wanted to do?
Dude, I just think those guys are so lengthy. Like, you got Naz Reid, you got
and that's
Jaden.
That's the whole fundamental thing about this roster,
Even
right?
their guards are 6'5".
Yeah.
Like Conley.
Conley's 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
What was the guy from the Knicks? Randall.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
6'8",
dude, they're
6'9".
Yeah, man. Like I mean,
Their power forwards are powerful. Like I get it. I get it. Like AG is a power forward, and he is very powerful when he has both of his legs under him. But after AG, who else? Who else on this team is meat and potatoes? Spence Jones is emerging.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
He's emerging, but he gets into foul trouble. For a very intelligent guy, he makes very stupid plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
know,
what I was gonna say. Like the young guys are a liability, but the thing is, like that was working during the regular season. I don't know, like why he totally ditched every guy on the bench.
That's why I said
Yeah.
you can't
know what
just
I mean?
blame
Like,
it on the players.
Yeah.
That's coaching. He went to a player that they added a week or 3 weeks before he was playing in the playoffs with them, maybe no more than 6 weeks.
Tyus Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wasn't on the roster the entire season. They signed him after the All-Star break, and he barely played any minutes during the regular season. He did play, but he barely played any minutes.
I know. Yeah. Like we saw,
Why would you not go to Pickett? He went to Strother. Strother was a defensive. I hate to say it, and I think I said this last week, but or the week before, but McDaniels, what he said, nobody can argue that. The Nuggets
he
are
was right.
liability on
He was right.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since Malone
That
left,
sucks.
they have completely left the defense on the table.
And I know that like Valanciunas was getting into foul trouble, but when your issue is everybody's getting to the rim at will, and you had a lot of success with double big lineups all regular season with Valanciunas and Jokic, like I couldn't believe that he wasn't getting a run out there.
That never transpired. Both of them on the floor.
Let him get his 6 fouls if that's what you're concerned about. That's fine, but at least give him minutes. He just stopped playing them. I couldn't believe it.
Game 6, when I'm losing and I'm down that much, man, I'd have thrown in Valanciunas, Jokic, and Najee. As like
whatever size you got.
Anything.
Deron
It
Holmes,
would've been like spaghetti, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing it at the wall. I'm trying to make sure it sticks.
Yeah.
And Mike is chiming in here. He said Adelman hop on the court and get some rebounds.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot easier to hide one defensive liability in a lineup than it is to hide multiple, and that's
Oh wait, he's got a point. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
he does though.
no, no, I really don't. He's got a good point here. He says Nuggets didn't have that dog in them. Coach can't make you have that fire. That's a good point. That is a good point. You can't coach that, but what you also can't coach,
You can coach
what
that
you
a little
can't.
bit.
No, I mean you really can't. A player either wants to play or they don't.
Well, especially at the professional level, you can only yay rah rah so many speeches. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The player either wants to play or they don't. But here's where the coach can help. I don't feel like he was giving them defensive. He just kept going to that safety net of the what was normally used to be called like a 1-3-1, but it's different. The zone that he uses right now. And he keeps going to that like it's a safety net. And teams have figured out that the Nuggets can't guard anybody one-on-one.
Yeah, you
no
can't.
perimeter defense.
You
at
can't
all.
really run
So
zone
as long as you
NBA.
drive if you take your guy, if you have a guy that can take somebody off the dribble or 3 or 4 like the Minnesota Timberwolves, that leaves big holes in the Denver Nuggets defense, whether they're in zone or playing man-to-man. It doesn't matter. So, I mean, that's where the coach can. He could have came up with better defensive schemes. I think they were so focused on the offense and that during the regular season, they thought they could just outscore everybody. And during the regular season, you'd be right. But when things slow down and teams hone in, especially a team that you've played 4 times and they're in your division and you've played them 3 times out of the last 4 years, you don't think the Denver Nuggets are running the same offense that they were running with Coach Malone. Same offense. This is the exact same offense. You know why? Because Adelman was the offensive coach for the Denver Nuggets under Mike Malone. Mike Malone was a defense coach.
Well,
He coached the defensive side of the ball. They're not doing that. They don't have that guy. And as Mike said, they don't have the dog in them. Most teams, and correct me if I'm wrong, most teams do take on the personality of their coach, right?
or their best player.
Or their best player. Okay? I don't think the Denver Nuggets took on the personality of either one of those.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Jokic can seem a little like not checked out isn't the right way to describe
like
it.
distant from the
Yeah,
game.
a little distant sometimes. So I think it maybe resembles.
Well, he's
a little
like
bit more
Rain
of
Man,
that.
dude. He's like Rain Man when it comes to
Yeah,
all of this stuff.
no, I know. And then you see him in the huddle every once in a while, and he starts yelling at people. But
Right.
he's not known as like this, spiritual leader of his team.
He's
No.
more of like a Peyton Manning, I'd say. You know what I mean? Because he's like coach on the floor type.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He shows it by his play and his acumen, right?
Yes.
But here's the thing: this team has no personality. Like, it really doesn't. It has no personality. I would agree. LOL, Adam, and 0-0 from 3. That's what Mike said. No, I get it, Mike. The players have to play, but I don't feel like these players were put in a position with the rookie head coach that they should have been in.
Yeah, but they
He
tried
did
it.
shorten
They
the
tried it with
bench.
Malone. They tried it with Adelman. Like, I mean, I don't think we're like. Yes, there's questions about how Adelman's coaching, but like that was the whole thing with the Malone firing. Is like he was widely recognized as a rock solid coach, and so it was like, okay, maybe they need a different voice in the locker room. That hasn't worked. So the issue is the fit, right? It's got to be with the team.
Here's my point. Here's my point to his point. I don't necessarily want Adelman gone, but there definitely needs to be a placement of a defensive-minded coach placed on that bench. Whoever the defensive coach is right now, and I'm not even sure who that is, I'll be honest. I'm not sure who that is. But that person either needs to be demoted or removed, and then you need a completely defensive-minded coach under Adelman, like Adelman was under Mike Malone. Like literally the yin and the yang of the team, in order to get. I honestly think you could probably run back the exact same team if you get a better defensive-minded coach in place under Adelman.
Not without being healthier, I don't think. You just need
Yeah,
more. You
dude.
need more defensive-minded players
Yeah,
at the end of the
because,
day. you
Okay,
know?
that's fair.
Like I think it was after the All-Star break or something like that. They had a stat that the starting lineup had only had 10 starts together or something.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like what the heck? dude?
Right.
That's so crazy. Like you can't. I don't know.
And
You
go-
can't build an identity like that. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like
Well, that's
so
my point. Was they
broken
don't
and
have any
fractured.
identity.
They didn't have enough personality. No, but you go back. So you go back to McDaniel's comment about, and he's going down the list and naming these, guys that are weak defensively, right?
Right.
To go on the opposite side of the roster to the people he didn't name, like Valanciunas is considered an average rim defender, not an elite one, maybe.
No, I wouldn't say elite.
Yeah,
He's-
right.
I'd say he's above average.
So
Because
okay,
he averages about 1.5 blocks a game or something like that. So that's above average.
Sure. Okay. So slightly above average, but can't get consistent minutes in the playoffs for whatever reason, right?
Right.
Okay. AG can't stay on the floor. That's probably their best, overall defender when he's healthy. P. Watt is probably the next on that list, right? But struggled to stay healthy. He's younger. Maybe he can turn that around in future seasons. Sure. And then I think
Also struggles to find his own shot.
right. And then I think where I was really thrown off by McDaniel's comment, because I know that Jokic is not, going to be an elite rim defender. I know that Murray's not going to be an elite defender, right? But, I had viewed, like, I guess through my, yellow and blue colored glasses that, Christian Brown and, what's his name from Brooklyn there? Why is his name escaping me? Underperformed all year, came in the
MPJ?
trade. No,
Oh.
with the MPJ trade.
What is that boy's name? I said it earlier in the show.
Cam
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you. Sorry.
Okay.
So I viewed Cam Johnson and Christian Brown as above average perimeter defenders. Like, was the mindset for this team that you would just have like this, very solid rotation of perimeter defenders that would kind of mask whatever Jokic is not giving you at the rim that other bigs might give you, right? And it's like, so if he's calling out Brown and Cam Johnson as these guys can't defend either, like, yes, all of a
I don't
sudden,
remember. Did he say Jokic in that?
yes, he said Jokic and Murray as well. Yeah,
Well, I know he said
Well,
Murray,
yeah,
but I
Jokic,
wasn't
Murray,
sure if
of
he said
course.
Jokic.
he did say Jokic. I
Brown
promise you.
before the injury, I would say that he was a good defender.
So you think it was still just not being 100%?
That's what I.
Oh,
think.
definitely.
That's what I feel.
Yeah,
Honestly,
okay.
because I've seen it before. I've seen him take on the best in the league.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
when AG's on
Took
the
on
bench,
LeBron.
and- yeah, exactly. Like it's him and AG, and basically P-Watt were the three, big perimeter defenders.
So then if that's the case, the only way you can run this back is if you're, super confident you're just going to get way better health next year and you're going to get a different defensive version of like 3 or 4 different guys on this roster, right? Otherwise, you really have to think about where am I getting my stops from when I need it in the playoffs? Because right now it's, with AG always being a health question mark, like P-Watt is the only guy I could reasonably look at for like next year's playoffs and go, that's my stopper.
Here's the thing, though. With the exception of Cam Johnson, this exact same starting 5, or at least some from the starting 5 of this Denver Nuggets team, was clutch defensively to win a championship. They were one of the highest rated defensive teams that year, along with a solid offense.
Under a defensive-minded coach.
But under a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
And, obviously, 3-4 years younger as well, which,
No, they
but
are- they
also, compared to the championship year, like, the passes were more crisp. Like, there wasn't so many turnovers.
Yeah.
Like, dribbling was better, I feel like. They were making more shots. Like, there was a lot of missed shots. We talked about how this is a make-or-miss league in the text.
Yep.
And, man, we should have made more of those shots, man.
Definitely.
It's just crazy. Like,
That's what Adelman said, right? If we just made shots, we'd be winning these games.
Yeah.
But you're not making those shots.
Yeah. And when they would switch to trying to drive in, it wasn't. They couldn't make and that's the other thing. Like
missing layups,
finishing, runs, and and not making the layup. And that's
where
crazy.
You go back to did Minnesota get in their heads? How else do you explain that, right?
For sure. The Denver Nuggets just they folded. There's no better way to say it. They folded under pressure. But there is one team in town that is not folding under pressure, and I'm going to move this up because we just spent a lot of time on the Denver Nuggets and Timberwolves.
Told you, a lot of NBA content right now.
Well, I still have a lot more NBA content we can get back to.
Heck
It was a therapy session. We had to get that off our chest.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Now I can watch some basketball again.
I'm still surprised that Ryan thinks they can run it back and still
Well, what do you?
minor
I mean,
tweaks.
No.
No, I'm talking about for Boston. For Boston, for your team. For your team, you're thinking minor tweaks.
You're really down on a team that didn't have Tatum all year and was beating Philly by 40 points when they were not shooting 20% from 3.
I feel you. I'm not. I'm not discounting any of that statement. They still lost in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, sky isn't falling in Boston. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens to us once every 10 years.
Ryan's
good.
like, don't look up.
I mean, I think right before they went on the finals run to play the Warriors, the year before that, they lost in the first round to Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken, and they didn't make major fundamental changes to the team that year. So
They got
whatever
rid
that's
of
worth.
They got rid of Dingus Pingus.
Dingus Pingus Porzingis.
I feel so bad for him, man. That dude deserves to have a healthy season as much as anyone in the league.
And I hope he doesn't unless he's in a Nuggets uniform. And I mean that in the most kind and endearing way.
It sounded very kind.
So, yeah, lots of empathy.
Yeah.
On this side of the
Yeah, right.
over here.
I'm just saying. I have no sympathy for any other team in their injury issues. Like the Nuggets would have 2 rings if it wasn't for LeBron being a Karen and Murray blowing out his knee. They'd have 3 rings right now. So, but nobody cares, right? Because nobody cares.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda,
anyway,
right?
shoulda, coulda, woulda. But anyways, there is a team. There still is a dog in the fight when it comes to the Colorado Avalanche. And I know on this show we don't do a lot of hockey talk, and it's just because I don't know a lot about hockey. I just love hockey. I love watching hockey.
That counts.
I do love. I mean, I do know the rules. Don't get me wrong. I know the rules and how the game is played. It's just
Start.
well, I mean, it's just I don't know enough to be like, oh, if this dude does that. Like in basketball, I could tell you how to, build your shot up better.
Sure.
I couldn't tell you how to keep your eye on the puck. Like, I don't know how they do that. It's 3 inches and an inch thick. and they're skating on ice at 95 miles per hour with that puck on a 7-foot stick or something, man.
Well, you're doing better than me. I very controversially like the little blue thing on the puck. Remember that thing?
That thing gave me like aneurysms or something, dude.
That thing.
Because I could follow the puck before that, but watching the blue line, it just it messed with me.
I know it was very controversial.
It's funny.
But yeah.
I liked it.
Mark was like, it helped me, man. I don't know where that damn puck is.
I'm
Y'all
not-
gotta go see INV Vision. I think that's the
No,
real issue.
I'm rocking INV Vision.
No,
See, but back then, there was no INV Vision.
No, and I'm rocking IMV Vision right now too, sir. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for the plug and for that. But
Yeah.
the bottom line is I don't have an issue with following the puck like
Yeah, no.
when the
I
blue
know.
thing isn't on there. I hate that. And we had this. I think we were living together during this time, and we had this argument like several times. Like, dude, it's annoying. And he's like, no, it helps me find the puck. And I'm like, dude, it drives me nuts. You can follow the puck.
You should be able to turn it on. Or wear some glasses that make it happen.
Do you know what? You should forward that to NBC or something like for Peacock, their
Yeah.
performance, and have that as an addition.
I don't think Amazon Prime has any hockey yet, but I bet
No.
that they'll do that whenever
I
they
know
start
they
picking
will.
it up. They'll, like, because they got the multiple casts if you want to add this
That's what I
stuff
was
or if
telling
you
him
want to
the
take
other
it
day.
out. Right.
I was
yeah.
like, you can watch.
Blue light cast.
Right. There you go.
Anyways, do you know anything?
I'm never
not
watching hockey at Mark's house ever again. That's the end of the story.
That's funny.
No, but it might be the end of the story for the Minnesota Wild though, man, because the Colorado Avalanche look unstoppable. So, okay.
That first game was crazy.
Let me lay it to you like this. Okay, so in the first game, they dropped 9 on them. Okay.
More than the
That's-
Broncos in the AFC Championship.
That's
That's great.
that was a low dig there, but I
That's
like
great.
it. They
He
dropped.
was ready with that one. You heard how
was,
quick
he
that
was.
came? He was thinking about that before the show.
Thinking about it all week. I've been planning this all week, son. So they dropped 9 on their best goalie in game 1. So what does the Wild do? They switch it up to another goalie, right? Which typically doesn't happen until about game 3 or game 4 if you're down 2-0. Like I said, I don't
you
know
give
a
up
lot
9.
about hockey, but I know enough.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Well, I think that the Minnesota Wild knew that the game 2 was like game 3. Like, if we don't win this game,
Yeah, it's over.
this series is over. And I truly believe that. But then they switch out their goalie and they drop 5 on him. So for the Minnesota Wild, what do you do now?
Play
Pray?
defense.
Yeah, that's
Stop giving up so many penalties.
That's
Do
why
you
you play
put
the
like
games,
webbing
Arthur.
between your
why you
your
play the
goalie's arms and his glove? He
You
gets
know?
extra nets. Because I don't think they have a goaltender that can absorb the volume of shots that the Avalanche are putting on the goal right now.
Well, I think I can't remember if it was game 1 or 2, but I think Minnesota outshot them in one of the 2 games at least, for what it's worth.
I think that
Sometimes
was in
it's just-
game 1.
Sometimes just quality of chances, obviously, and Wedgwood kind of, standing on his head in game 2 a little bit, but.
Well, I mean, in game 1, they had more shots on goal, but they only scored 5 goals. The Avalanche had less shots on goal, but scored 9. To your point,
Well,
so
they
it's just like
had at least 1 empty net, right? Maybe 2. Or
the
1,
last
I
one was
think?
an empty net.
Okay,
so
sure.
it was 8.
Obviously,
Yeah.
any amount of empty net, you get to 9 goals, you got a problem, of course. But yeah,
Bruh, I don't know what the Wild can do, man. I honestly don't. I don't know enough about hockey to give them any advice, but
Minnesota's probably
maybe Tanya Harding.
Yeah, Minnesota's probably a better
Just
team.
kidding.
Yeah, always a ton. I knew that was coming at some point. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But Minnesota's considered a better team
This
than Vegas or Anaheim.
And they beat Dallas, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
well, they have one of the best 5-on-5 goal differentials in the NHL after the Avalanche, I believe. So staying out of the penalty box will help, of course. And obviously, when you're both getting that many shots, if Wedgwood has a bad game or two, if they can find a goalie that works, like, there is a path for them to get back in the series with 2 games in Minnesota coming up still. I think if
these next 2 games are going to be tough.
Well, yeah, and if you're in Colorado, like on their side of the bench there, like you got to just not look too far ahead, right? I mean, you got, like I said, radio announcers talking about, can they go, better than the 16-2 Avalanche from, 2000 or whatever, and it's like, okay, like, there's a lot of work ahead of them still, right? Like like hockey will flip on you real quick if you're not careful.
Totally.
It's one of those sports where even if you double another team up in shots, like you could still lose very easily if a goalie decides to play well.
I will give the NHL and hockey as a sport, they have the best parity in any sport.
It's really good.
Like any sport.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they have referees, but the referees really don't referee, like the players referee themselves.
Yeah.
That's why they're allowed to fight.
Yeah.
The referees are there really to make sure like the rules are followed.
Nobody dies on the ice.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like they're not really there to, not like the NBA. There are times I've seen in the NHL where some refs try to insert themselves into the game and be bigger than the game, but it's not like in the NBA or even the NFL. Because you should not know the names of referees. Mm-hmm. Like no fan should know the names of referees.
Yeah, right.
Ever.
Yeah.
You should not know their names.
And when's the last time you've seen an NHL player flop or embellish something?
Like rarely ever. If I've seen a couple. Like when a guy gets hit in the face or something and he's skating like this, but they don't fall out, like in soccer or, they don't do that.
Like gets hit in the face with like a puck or like a stick?
Anything.
Okay.
Like
I was
a
going to say, 'cause that would probably really hurt.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it does happen. Like hooking, there's times where people will get hooked on the neck and the face. And
we're not talking about Embiid, like doing the worm on the floor with a guy half his weight, bumping shoulders with them. We're talking about, okay, you got hit by a puck at 90 miles an hour in the chin, like you lost a couple teeth, like okay,
right, right. Like I said, I got to give it to hockey players because that is really really tough. I almost had an epiphany the other day. Because I know I told you that NASCAR and stuff is not a sport. Mm-hmm. Well, I was driving the other day and I was going on this off ramp, and I'm probably admitting way more than I should.
Oh boy.
But
Zoinks.
I was trying to do 2 things at once. My eyes were on the road.
Oh, here we go.
But I was trying to do 2 things at once, or at least my hand was full. I had the steering wheel.
All right, Tiger.
And I'm trying to make a turn. And I'm thinking to myself, like my shoulder, I had just, I've been working out, so my shoulder was really, really tired. And so I was starting to get that shaky feeling, and I was like, man, this is tough. So I set down my soda and grabbed it with the other, and then I thought to myself, like our conversation, like, damn, okay, now I see why.
This guy.
I see why it would take an athlete to drive in a I see it now. It dawned on me. It was like a light bulb.
I tried to tell you, when's the last time you've seen a fat NASCAR driver?
Well, that's just because they wouldn't fit in the seat with all of the crap that they have in that car.
Yeah.
Like the guys that do fit in there barely fit in there.
It's an endurance game for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not they're not power lifters out here.
No,
they're not
the heat,
they're not 7 footers, but
the sound,
it's a type of athleticism.
The vibration alone from the steering wheel.
Right.
And I thought to myself, they're doing this at 200 miles per hour and inches from another bumper.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll give you that. I'm not going to give you bowling. We're
gonna have to turn this into a segment. Arthur realizes months later something Ryan said was right after all.
Dude, totally bowling.
When Ryan was right. Have
you seen
we'll call that segment? What's that?
Have you seen a regular person bowl? Of course
Yes.
It's a sport, dude.
I've seen like the biggest
I can beat you
gentlemen
in it.
chug beers.
It's a
and then
sport because I
bowl.
can beat you in it, Arthur. That's why.
Okay, it's not a sport. It's not a sport. It's not
Okay.
Funny.
Then
you can beat me in it, but it's not a sport. It's a game. It's not a sport. Okay, we can't.
That
go
should
down
be
that rabbit hole right
a
now.
segment too.
We,
We debate what's a sport and what's a game.
all right, we'll bring up one sport a week, and we'll debate whether it's a sport or not a sport.
Perfect.
All
Love
right,
it.
we can
Be
do
a good
that.
Time.
When Ryan was right.
But
That
just
sounds like that segment, though.
but just circling back to what we were originally talking about parity in the NHL.
Yes.
I was thinking about this the other day. So the Avs won the President's Trophy with what 55 wins this year, right? And
But they had like some points out of the
well,
wazoo.
this is what I was thinking about. This may be part of why they give you a point for making it to overtime in the NHL, right? Because 55 wins in the NBA gets you what, a 3 or 4 seed in your conference?
Yep.
It doesn't even get it's not even close to the top seed in overall. So think about just that difference alone. Like you got teams that won 40 games that are competing in the playoffs or what. Okay, nice. Vinny's got a trophy on the side.
That's
over
motocross.
there.
That's different.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sport.
But
That's a sport.
So you think about how they're blowing out teams that won 47 games or something like that. That would be like I don't know. I found it very interesting to think about what it takes to win the President's Cup in the NHL and how that's that's nothing as far as a top seed in the NBA or something like that. And I don't think of it that way. I don't think of it these teams have no chance or whatever. But literally that's why President's Cup trophies very rarely win the Stanley Cup as well.
All right, random rabbit hole question. What if the NFL had a point system to where if you lose a game but you lose it with almost like fantasy football, if you lose a game but you lose it within less than 7 points or something like that, you get a point. Or if you make it to overtime, you get 2 points.
Well, if you're Terry Rozier.
Wow. Okay, he's getting some deep pools tonight.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry, if you're betting on the game while playing in it.
Oh, okay. I see. I got you.
Yeah. There it is.
All right. Anyway,
So wait, is pickleball a sport then?
Mark is stuck.
Pickleball's got to be a sport. Come on, it's got to be. It's got to be. I need a bulleted list of criteria from this dude on what's a sport or what's not a
Disc
sport.
Disc golf.
Disc golf is a sport.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Are you kidding? Why not? Why
It is
not?
a sport.
Okay.
It is a sport.
Oh.
Badminton.
Well, again, because I can beat you in it.
That's true. That's true too. Can't beat me in basketball though.
If what they do on the Adam Dunn show, if they do it competitively, is that a sport?
Yeah, actually.
No.
They have. Yeah, there's a whole event on it.
There you go.
No, it's
But
a
anyways.
game or a pastime.
All right.
If you could chug a beer, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
I mean,
I have in my mind what is a sport. If it were up to me, we would go back to Greek Roman times, and we would have them fighting lions with swords and stuff. That's sport to me. Anyway,
well, that's okay. I'm not gonna make.
Yahtzee a game, discus a sport.
Gladiator, a pastime that can kill you.
no, that's a sport.
All right.
That's a sport.
What's the Mayan one where they gotta kick the
I'd
hip
be,
check the
chariot
ball
racing.
through the ring, and then if you lose, you die?
Well, there you go. Chariot
Whoa,
racing.
what? Wait,
Oh.
what?
You never heard this?
No.
Yeah, there's a Mayan sport. I think it's Mayan. There's a big stone ring,
It's like sideways,
Oh, yes,
and they got
yes.
this other ball, and you're hip checking the ball around, trying
They
to
say
get
it's
it
like
through
the
the
ancient
ring.
way of playing basketball.
And then I can't remember. It's either the winning team or the losing team would get sacrificed afterwards or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah.
That's sport to me.
Yeah. Nikola Jokic. No
That's
more.
how high the
That's
stakes should be,
sacrifice,
okay?
bro.
Yeah.
You won 4 MVPs off with his head.
That's what he was saying about Serbia. He was like, well, in Serbia, we'd all be getting
fired. Yeah, I mean, not to go back to that, but I actually agree with them.
Let's just go back to basketball.
If you watch, there's a documentary on Netflix that documents when Serbia, the U.S. team, and France in this past Olympics. And if you watch that documentary, you'll know exactly what Jokic means when his coach when he's giving inspirational speeches. It's not, hey guys, let's get one for the Gipper type stuff. It's, we're being bombed. We're being bombed right now, and you're in shelter. You should be out fighting. Like that's the type of inspirational stuff he's saying to the team.
It's bigger than world soccer.
I mean, it's just crazy to me. So I understand exactly what Jokic means.
You see Kevin Durant listening to that and being like, okay, dude.
Yeah, right.
He's like
Exactly.
subtweeting him right as he's talking. Like, come on,
He's
man.
on the burner account. Like, this guy is
No
a
way,
joke.
bro. Yeah, this dude is.
SGA walking.
Find this guy.
Yeah, SGA's walking in with his mink and shit.
Yeah,
on.
exactly. He's like, what is this guy talking about?
He's like, I'm going to ask for a trade.
But yet the Serbian team was a real threat. The Serbian team.
It
In all
worked,
honesty,
yeah.
most people considered that Serbian-U.S. team, that was the actual gold match.
It was
I agree.
Serbia could have been in that gold match
I
against
didn't watch anything else.
If not for Steph Curry, man, they probably would have gotten the gold.
man.
Shout out Steph.
Man, I'm telling you, Serbia. I mean, say what you want about their coach, but watch that documentary. I implore you guys to watch that because it's funny. I'm making up a statement that he said. Like he didn't actually say that. I'm not
I figured
quoting.
it wasn't verbatim, right?
No, but it was stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not too far off base. Like I
Right.
promise you, it was stuff like that. Like they're killing you out there. They're stabbing you in the chest. Like whoa, like whoa.
I mean, if you're on,
It's basketball.
You're bleeding profusely.
if you were on like a Ukrainian national team at the Olympics, like, I mean, what do you think they're saying to them, right? Like,
It's a different element, is what Jokic was basically trying to say.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to say all of us would be fired, but really he means the firing squad, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
right. This is money in America. This is life or death over here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We're at war. There are tanks down the street, and you're playing this kind of defense? Like, what are you doing? Like, anyway, back to the Avalanche, because they're doing an amazing job. I cannot wait for Saturday. It kind of
What a long layoff, huh?
it's throwing me off a little bit that they're giving Minnesota enough time to recoup and revive. Because right now I hate the state of Minnesota just right now.
Well, if you want to talk about how they can get back into it, I think their top two defensemen have been out the first two games as
Yeah,
well. And
they have.
I think one of them is for sure still going to be out, but like one of them might be able to come back with this long layoff. So I found it really convenient and weird that
Yeah,
it was like 5 days off in like from game 2 to game 3 in a series. Like, what's
well,
the
as
deal
we
with
said,
that?
the NHL has a lot of parody, and sometimes they create their own parody.
Fair.
But you know, I feel like this team. The question is can this team take it all the way? I feel like the Avalanche seem more focused now than they ever have been. I think they honestly know. Unlike the Denver Nuggets, you know, their roommates at the Can, they know that without winning a chip or the cup this year, there's going to be mass changes on that team. There has to be. This team, more than any team in this state, has been together. They even brought back Kadri from another team. Like, this team has been together for the past 5 or 6 years and has barely scratched the surface of getting a cup. I mean, well, actually, they did win a cup. They won a cup. They won a cup. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He was talking about when they scratched the cup when they were partying with
Yes,
it all summer.
yes.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Since they've won
Scratch
the cup,
surface of the cup.
since they won the cup last, which was 2 years, I believe, before the Denver Nuggets did.
21, right? Yeah.
So that's, what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, give or take? So that's a long time. So that's what I meant, is they haven't scratched, since that win, they haven't scratched the surface or even smelled a cup.
Because they haven't gotten out, they got out of the first round like one time, right?
I think that was
it.
last year.
Yeah.
And then they got swept.
Yeah.
Like, I think they won like 9 straight, or it was something like they swept the first team and then got swept in or something crazy. I'd have to go back and look.
Dallas has been a tough matchup for them. I don't think they got swept, but it was they were like, you know, consistently one of the better teams in the NHL to not make any playoff progress since that cup.
And
to your
with
point.
with Dallas being taken off the board, without them having to play them, I'm not saying that, you know, because you know me, I'd rather play the best, but
Except
except
when the best has beat you a few years in a row and they've got your former third best player and he's scoring like series winning goals against you and all that
all
kind
right.
of
See,
stuff.
why are you bringing up old stuff?
I thought he was talking about the Nuggets.
No, he's
No,
talking.
Mikko Rantanen.
He's talking about the last year.
Yeah.
Trying to open a wound that we were closing. We're closing that wound, Ryan, and we're moving on. We've put the super glue in the wound, and we're closing it. It is healing.
That's probably some of my own trauma too. I watched the Bruins have like the best regular season in NHL history, and then get bounced by the Panthers 2 years in a row, including in the
ouch.
first round. So yeah, it hurts. Sorry.
Not to talk too much about like documentaries and whatnot, but have you guys seen that that one, the logo?
No.
We started watching it the weekend it came out, but
It's
no.
good.
Dude, it is really good, and the fact that that man never won a championship because of that team. I think before he died hating that team.
He won. He won a Finals MVP.
He did in a loss.
The only one.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Here's your participation trophy.
Oh
Mr.
man, you were
Logo.
the best player on the losing and winning team.
Crazy. How long was that documentary?
I
an
think
hour or
it's like broken up into three
okay.
separate parts.
All right.
And each one is about 30 to 40 minutes.
Man, so
We
what?
must have watched like the first 5 minutes, then like me and Lucas when he came into town.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a real short thing.
So-
so I
so-
didn't know it was like a whole thing.
Just for the
That's the whole
record,
thing.
half an hour ago you were reveling in the Thunder kicking the Lakers while they were down, and now you want us to all go out of our way to watch a whole Lakers documentary?
It's not a Lakers documentary. It's a him documentary.
Got it. Okay.
And I love basketball. And he's the logo. He is the logo.
And you didn't hate the Lakers then because they were
So-
still
I
losing.
wasn't alive.
Question:
Sir, I'm not that old.
Would a Kobe documentary be a Laker documentary?
Would a what?
Would a Kobe documentary be a Laker documentary?
No, it would be a Kobe documentary.
A documentary.
Documentary. Doctor says I need a backiotomy. Yeah. No. It'd be a Kobe documentary. I don't watch Laker documentaries.
Okay.
I don't watch Celtics documentaries.
Why not?
But I would watch a documentary on the time that they won with the three when they brought that big three in the 2000s.
Oh yeah, that big three. You mean the big three?
Yeah, the big three.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
That one big three.
That one big three.
That's
that
all they
started
had.
the phrase.
Well, the
big
other
three.
teams in the seven before you were alive, that they had like 18 guys on the bench that could. I mean, how many
Oh, the '60s Celtics you're talking
Hall
about
of
now?
Famers did they have on that played with Bird?
Yeah.
Like 1
Yeah.
through 12 were Hall of Famers.
I mean, it was a 10-team league, to be fair. So we got lucky in picking the diamonds out of the plumber's rough, But
you got all of the architects. You didn't get any of the
right,
plumbers.
exactly. We got all the engineers and the scientists, and everyone else was playing with electricians. And oh yeah, and we had Bill Russell. So there's that. But yeah, that always helps.
That does help.
Yeah.
That does help.
Yeah.
That does help. Anyway, I forgot where I was going with
I
that.
can't believe they're talking about trading JB for Giannis or something, by the way. I was wearing this jersey, and A, because it's black, and so it's like a funeral on the season because I won't be able to wear it for so many months. But B, to show my undying support for Jalen, no matter how many times he calls Embiid a flopper or he says this was his favorite season.
They're not trading Brown.
Don't trade him for
I
Giannis.
saw
Don't do it.
They're not doing that.
I saw a sports meme that Brooklyn wanted to trade for Giannis, but they didn't want to waste two roster spots for his brothers.
That was tailor-made reference for you there, Arthur.
That's cold.
It's cold, dude. Like, is that an actual consideration?
I
I mean,
mean,
he does have three brothers on the Milwaukee.
I know this.
I mean, really, when you think about it, when you trade for the Antetokounmpo family, like you're really only paying when you average out the pay over each sibling, you're really only paying Giannis like $20 million a year or so, right?
I just used the same logic to buy more records the other day. So like, I totally get it.
The problem is you're also paying Thanasis $20 million, and you're also paying I can't remember the other one's name.
The Milwaukee
that's funny.
Bucks are basically supporting the entire Antetokounmpo. How do you say his name? Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, generational
Antetokounmpo.
wealth. Yeah.
I mean, their entire family is being supported by Milwaukee.
To be fair, they haven't put Thanasis in like the commercials like the way they did with Cameron and Caden Boozer. And you see like the State Farm where
I like those commercials though.
Those
he
are
said
fun.
I actually said this close. That cracks me up because my
You
brother
call
and I
dad.
were like
No, you
that.
call dad. No, you call dad.
Oh my God, my brother and I were like that. Like,
funny.
what happens if my brother says I'm this close? I said this close.
Yeah. But,
Those commercials are awesome. I'm sorry.
But Caden gets his commercial spot just because of Cameron there. So, good for him.
I mean,
But then Thanasis isn't getting the Caden treatment, That's my whole point.
man, there's all of these families that are within like the Ball family.
Yeah. Where's Leangelo's roster spot?
I know, right?
Get Jello out there.
I think he's rapping now,
Oh, is he?
right?
So
I think
he's good. He's
good.
got
I
his
think
thing.
I think he's rapping.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we need more of those.
Yeah.
We need more rappers, more DJs, less plumbers and electricians.
If they had only had DJs and rappers on the 60s Lakers.
Oh my God. And with that said, that'll be our cue to exit. Thank you for tuning in, man. As always, like and subscribe at Sports Fiends with the Z's. Follow us on all your social medias. If I can talk today, man, I can't talk today. Documentaries, social medias. See you next week.
Let's go Avs.
Peace. Motocross is not a sport. Oh, you killed my mic.